Folks, let's give a warm welcome to Dylan Adler, everybody.
Thank you, Dylan, for being here. What does it feel like to know that you're about to have your best interview ever?
I've been waiting because all my interviews I think I've only had horrible ones. So I'm excited to finally have a good, possibly best one.
Okay, yes, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. Now, you are not just a comedian, you're so much more. You're a bit of an avant-garde Renaissance man of sorts. You swam for NYU. And were part of some record-setting teams. Yeah. You were a diver. How does diving at all come into your work as a comedian? Does every walk from the green room to the stage feel like you're preparing for a glorious dive?
Well, here's the thing. The way I walk on stage is no matter what the show is.
Okay.
And I'd say I can be informed. I'm a diving informed comedian.
I was sort of wondering about that. Does the diving and not swimming start from like just being a diva, walking, doing like a catwalk moment as a kid by the pool, like slaying down the house?
Diving is way more diva, pussy, cunt than swimming.
There's not a lot of room for cunt in the pool. Once you're in the pool.
Once you're in the pool, you can't really slay as hard, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
And diving is a performing thing. That's why so many divers are gay. Like, I was a diver in college and everyone on the team was gay.
Now, were they out or are you doxing them right
now? Heated rivalry. I'm outing them.
Aquatic rivalry? No,
Aquatic rivalry.
Well, I guess heated, that's honestly kind of a bad title when you think about it, because they're on ice. If the rivalry's too heated, that ice is going to melt.
Too heated. I'm like, this ain't beach volleyball. This should be icy.
Yeah, it should be called ice rivalry. Okay, we're off to an amazing start. These are the probing journalistic questions that everyone's after. Sticking with academia, Dylan, you're a decorated athlete, a musician, a comedian, an actor. You have earned a superlative and have become an authority in nearly every field you've entered. Okay, you're a composition guru. You, as aforementioned, you're a great diver. With that in mind, you also love Wicked. What would you teach at Shiz?
Oh my God, that is a really good question. I think I would teach Asian American studies
at Shiz.
I think I would teach Asian American studies at Shiz. Well, you know, I saw in John Chu's film, there were Asians in Oz, like the person who, the midwife, or one of them, the one who drank you know, so there are Asians in Oz. Madame Morrible is Asian. She's evil and Asian, and that's like, you know, representation, I'd say. Madame Morrible, wicked witch.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. And this is the sort of insight that everyone's after.
Yeah.
More than loving Wicked, Dylan, I've heard that you specifically love the Wicked lyric. There are bridges you crossed you didn't know you crossed until you crossed.
Bitch, can I tell you something?
Please, and please call me bitch.
Love those lyrics so much. And I saw the Wicked again with my friend Larry Owens in 2022. And I heard those lyrics and we both kind of had an emotional, like, that landed in a different way. Cause it's like, yeah, sometimes you cross a bridge and you're like, wait, I can't go back. I've crossed this bridge.
What's an example of a bridge you crossed that you didn't realize you crossed until you crossed?
I think it's, I guess there's sometimes, like, we're talking about this, like, you know, sometimes as creative, like, we're very focused on these things, these projects sometimes that we choose to like prioritize, and then like you make the decision to do that, and then like you're at the other side of it and it can feel like good and creatively fulfilling, but then you're like, oh shit, there are other parts of my life that I have not prioritized that I need to.
So it's always bad and kind of scary? Okay.
It's always scary.
So it's not like, oh, I crossed that bridge and I achieved something in the time I crossed the bridge. It's like, oh, I didn't realize I crossed the bridge. My mom! Like that's what
My mom is gone! My mom doesn't understand the bridge!
Exactly.
And she has no car.
and she doesn't have a car.
She's got to get those steps in, Mom.
Yeah.
So would it be helpful to take this time now, like for us to take a second to try to predict what bridge you will cross? Since you often don't know
Hey,
what
I'm gonna
ones
say
you'll
something
cross.
that might scare a lot of you. You might be on a bridge right now.
Oh,
How
pretty
about
sure.
that?
Am I on a bridge? No. Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. You know it's bad when my producer says that I'm on a bridge that I don't realize I'm on. He's like the
That you didn't know
architect
you-
of the bridge.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
infrastructure here is terrible.
Also,
Dylan, you're a bit of, I think that you are an ascending star bracing themselves for a diva moment. Okay. You're about to take the international stage with a Canadian tour. Okay. Nothing's more worldly than Canada.
Exactly.
Is there a reason why no other countries are on your touring list? Or
Well, I'm just not successful enough. So
no.
Canada is, but Canada, I've opened for Otsuko in Canada, who's my friend,
Mhm.
and like when I do that, I'm very grateful because it kind of opens up different markets for me. So like, I get to go to like Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver and Ottawa. So I'm grateful I get to like go to those places. But I would in the future love to go to like Paris, Tokyo. Are you kidding me?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, would be incredible.
Yeah.
And you just were in Montreal for JFL, right?
Yes,
And how was
yes.
that? How was that?
So much fun. It was like it was overwhelming because it was like every single moment was like you're performing and then you're going to this after part where everyone is there and you kind of everyone and you're there. It felt like every moment felt like exerting like social battery.
Right. Like the stage isn't the only time you have to be on.
That's it.
Yeah. And
That's
you're
it.
also you've been touring on with film festivals with Theater is Dead.
Yes.
So there's
yes.
a lot of that. You're kind of
Yes.
network pilled.
Yeah, I'm network filled. I can't get enough of the stuff.
Yeah. Do you find that you thrive in those environments? Can you handle it? And I know you mentioned social battery, but like, can you handle it and then you go home and you collapse? Or is it like as you're experiencing it, you're like, I kind of want to fall over while I'm doing this?
It depends. Like sometimes I actually do really enjoy just seeing people, and I'm an extrovert. I love like getting energy from people. But then sometimes like actually at JFL, there was like day 3, I almost was like cracking behind the eyes. And I'm like, wow, I don't think I've slept. And yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of that.
I mean, JFL New Face, New York Comedy Festival comedian to watch, Vulture comedian you should know and will know. Your stardom is undeniable. And you always you pull a dope fit, okay? We're gonna, in post, we're gonna like say, like, you'll just tell me which fits are your favorite.
Perfect.
Like this one here, this
We'll
one
just meet you in a
here. It's
Speedo.
really great. And I kind of just wanted to know, if you will, walk me through your glam routine.
This really is the best interview ever. So this was taken by my friend on Fire Island. And basically I'm coming out right now as a sleep apnea haver. I wear a CPAP machine to breathe, and I'm trying to, there's stigma around. No, but yeah, no, I bring my CPAP everywhere. To explain this, I usually have a sleep mask, but I couldn't find my sleep mask. So I grabbed some Nike underwear to use as a sleep mask. And to be quite honest, it worked perfectly fine.
No pink eye?
No pink eye.
I feel like that's a risk.
I wipe really well, so I don't think that's even a possibility for me.
Okay, now you're just bragging.
Yeah.
Now you're just bragging.
Yeah.
You wipe really well. Are we douching?
Let me say I douche. And
In Fire Island, I feel like we
Fire
douche.
Island, we douche. Dare I say I wipe aggressively?
Like it hurts?
Yeah.
Like you're like, this pain is worth being clean.
I will wipe until there is absolutely nothing but blood. Okay? Let's just say that. So pink eye is not a possibility.
Yeah. Other, you could get a literally bloodshot eye, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that.
You're doing so well with this, by the way. You're sticking to the presentation, to the master cam. I really appreciate
Exactly.
it. I really appreciate it.
Exactly.
Incredible.
Thank you.
I'm just going to keep this for my files. All right. Oh, I forgot. You know what? Just to honor your diving past, does this make you feel more at home?
I feel I feel very at home.
Does this help?
This helps because like that's a different kind of diving for sure.
Okay.
But I feel very at home.
Solid.
And
Solid.
like, and snorkeling, I'd say, is an activity I adore. So.
Yeah, I think one of the key ingredients of being comfortable in this is having something else to breathe through. It's something I'm learning right now in real time, but we're going to stick with it.
Absolutely.
We're going to stick with it. Now you're having some reunions with water lately, not just with diving or surfing, as you mentioned off camera, but you've been touring cruises. You've been booking cruises. How has that been going for you, playing on cruises? I've heard some tea. I don't want to spill it. I'll let you spill.
TBH, I love them so much. They're so much fun. It's Atlantis Gay Cruises. They're so much fun. I don't know. I'm a faggot's faggot. So
You heard it here first.
I'm a faggot's faggot, I think. Maybe people will be like, no, you're not. But
All the faggots will be like,
he's not a faggot's faggot.
Yeah, all the faggots with torches and pitchforks.
Exactly.
Picking their battle.
Exactly. But I love the cruise. I love the parties. I love the food. I love going to different countries. I think the cruise itself is so much fun. And then like the last cruise I was on, like they're like Broadway performers are on there. So I get to see like Broadway performers do their solo shows. It's pretty awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And that's probably awesome for you. I simply can't commit. I'm sorry. You did a better job presenting the picture of you in a sleep apnea mask than I did committing to my own. But we'll like leave them here sort of like they're always watching you.
Exactly.
Dylan, you mentioned musical theater. That's a huge influence to you. You were a recipient of the Alan Menken Scholarship at NYU. How you mentioned how diving has informed your performance, that it was more of a performance than swimming. Do you see yourself as the sum of all these parts of your studies, or have you grown distant from some of these things? Or
I think 100%.
Dude.
Yeah, baby.
Dude, that was nice. Sick burp.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do it again.
Yeah. Now I want to join you now.
So I'd say like I am like the sum of it's like all of it in one. Yeah. But I mean like I think whenever even like when it comes to shows I do now, performances, everything that I've done in the past like is a part of it. So I'd say 100% some of the parts I don't want what I studied and for many years and like locked myself in a practice room for hours for to go to waste and stuff. And, I don't know, it's theater, musical theater, composing. That's what I love. It's like, I love those things. So it definitely comes out in my comedy.
And you've rubbed shoulders with Lin-Manuel Miranda before, haven't you?
Yes.
What was that like? Because I know you do an impression of him, and that's great. But you literally encountered the man himself.
Yes. I love him so much. I love him. He's a true genius. I saw him at the WGA strike protest, and he was giving out donuts. And my friend James Tom Love, amazing comedian, was like, he knows how much I love him. So he's like, go get a picture, go get a picture, go get a picture. And then he was so nice. He's like, go pick a donut for you, donut.
I want to throw away my
donut. Oh, here you go, Ryder. So I got my picture and we
you collabed, didn't you, like on a post or something?
No, well, we follow each other and like
you're being coy.
No, okay, so after the picture, everyone was like, your impression, and then he commented like, what impression? And then we followed each other, and then I don't know, he's such a good sport and like so kind, and so I just love him so much. So
would you say music, like, is he a musical inspiration? And because you still compose as part of your set, and do you compose outside of comedy too? Like, do you have a secret,
sometimes
like voice memo file of amazing songs that none of us will ever know?
I have so many voice memos of just because it's actually I sometimes will come home and just play the piano. just because it's cathartic and just because it's like getting
Yeah,
stuff
it's like
out.
a journal entry.
Literally,
Yeah.
to me, it's like journaling. So I have 1,000 voice memos of mostly crap and then sometimes good stuff.
Yeah. Now with the music, this is me projecting because I play music, but I have always considered it more of a journal entry or like a diary keeping exercise than anything else. And I find that when I like some people talk about diary entries, you listen back to old stuff and you're like, oh, this is actually a prescription for what I need right now.
Yes.
Does that ever happen?
Yes. Yes.
Do you have no, I guess it would be hard to cite an example specifically, but like, did that happen to you recently? Like, how do you shepherd yourself?
A prescription for what I need right now. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
So, when I just moved to Los Angeles, stumbled into a song I wrote in 2019 about like trying to lay down roots, I guess. I probably couldn't have told you what that song was about when I was writing it, but in listening to it in my first like week or two in Los Angeles, I was truly moved by like a younger me speaking to me and being there for me in a way that like I couldn't be there for myself right now. Yeah. So does that ever happen?
I love that. Yes. No, I sometimes will write themes on piano and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this, but I like this theme. And sometimes like years later, I'll be like, oh my God, here is the closing melody and theme of it.
And this is just music, no lyrics. So like, oh my God, that's that thing.
Yeah.
Like, and I can pluck it from here. It's like you have this giant flow chart of music that you created and you could just kind of like pluck from.
Yeah. I actually, a month ago, I don't know, I was really feeling myself.
And you should.
I like composed, like just wrote this like, like this sort of like Slavic.
Yeah, it felt almost like Draculian.
It was Draculian sort of Polish energy vibe piece, Chopin. Like, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this, but it's a vibe.
You like wrote a nocturne and you're like, I don't know what to do with it.
No, not enough. I'd say 1/34 of a nocturne.
Which would be what?
I don't know.
1/34 is so specific. Yeah. I really thought you'd have another specific.
It's called a minuet gavotte ballade. No, I don't know. But
okay, Diva moment photo shoot. Oh yeah. We just have. Okay, now we're absolutely talking. You just gotta let that dry. God. Let her pussy dry out. Okay. Now, how often do you get this treatment?
You know what? I will say this is the best interview ever because this is the first time I think this has ever happened.
I think
an interview.
I think the flash went off at the
flash went off right at the exact time.
Yep.
Okay, great. That was the shot. It's really raw, and the liquid death I had before this is really having her diva moment.
Did you just say you're having? What did you say?
Liquid death.
Yeah, but what did you say about diva moment?
My liquid death had her diva moment.
Oh, she had, damn it. Okay, I'm trying to give you your diva moment.
Okay,
so
you're
I feel like we're getting close though. If the seltzer you drank is having it. We're warm. Guys, we're warm.
We're close.
We're close. Anyway, okay. I think that some of the best interviews, as a fan of Hollywood and content, I think that some of the best interviews are ones that fans visit in retrospect, right?
It's
sure. like a young Steve Martin talking, and you're like, he's talking about undeniability, and it really hits my soul or whatever, and he wound up to achieve so much, so he's right.
For sure.
So since you are about to skyrocket into superstardom, I thought maybe we can kind of like create the conditions in which we create this sort of interview where it's sort of, premonitioning portending your future career. Are you down to play?
I'm down.
Okay. Dylan, young and vital as you are now, we have a chance for your best interview ever to be delivering predictive content for retrospective enjoyment. So, Dylan, what would earning an Oscar for a performance of yours mean to you?
Earning an Oscar would mean the world. And I would just say, be yourself. Be yourself, be you. No amount of effort expelled ever goes to waste.
Beautiful. And can you just sort of talk about what it was like working with an unspecific, unnamed hero of yours?
To work with her was, I mean, I've watched Raven Simone all my life. And so to be able to work with her and like with a true inspiration hero of mine, to see her and be like, you know.
Was that your
vision?
Your vision.
That was my vision.
Can I tell you that I, to this day, say when someone like tells me something that feels like it's setting them up for certain doom, I'm saying you're that so ravening me right now. And I feel the camera push into my eye and sort of like see their future falling apart.
Absolutely.
But this is a bright future that we're discussing. And what would a Grammy be like to win for you?
Oh my God, a Grammy. I would just like to thank everyone, but mostly Nic, for putting this interview out there for the future eyes, you know, and it means the world because music heals.
Incredible. And what about when you die?
I would just like to say, bye.
Bye.
So sad. Bye. Bye. Oh.
Kind of adorable. You died adorably.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like that Wendy Williams. Oh.
And I think if you die adorably, I see that as an old age death.
Oh, yes.
So that's good.
I see that as old age as well.
In like 2090, people will be watching this being like,
they'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what do you think happens when you die?
I think like there will definitely be a shitting myself moment, like for sure. Like there's no way I'm gonna clear those bowels before I go. Like it's gonna definitely, I'm sorry to whoever is at the hospice or at the old folks home that I'm at, but there'll be a big, and it'll be like a really big one. Like it'll be like, whoa, he was half shit. Half of him was literally shit. we have to actually,
for such an honest soul, he was really full of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For real. So we have a big cleanup to do here. After what happens after I die, there will be like let's move his brother into his bed, because I think my brother might, live maybe one more year.
That's nice.
More than me, because he does meditation and he's a little more relaxed.
And that buys you a year.
That buys you a year. If you meditate, you get a year.
What if we meditate right now and give you a year?
Should we do it?
Let's just do it.
I think that bought us a year.
I think that got us a year. And I think it's so nice and kind of you to. Does your hesitance to talk about the afterlife mean that you don't believe in an afterlife?
Oh, what happens to me after I die?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you specifically.
Okay. You know what I think is gonna happen, because I've done DMT. What's gonna happen is there'll be voices that are like, we've been waiting. Are you? Hi, welcome. We've been waiting. And then I become like a fabric of energy in the universe for a little bit. And then I think I would like to reincarnate into, I think I want to be like a girl who does social work.
Okay, like a funky guidance counselor with a septum piercing type of energy, or like
like that. So math.
Damn, Bethany, you're the coolest guidance counselor.
Literally like a counselor that burps and shit.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like environmental justice, like a girl who's like environmental justice.
And you social work and environmental justice? I guess I just don't know how those two things would apply.
Wait, social work?
You did say social work, right?
I meant nonprofit.
You meant being social at birth.
That's what I'm saying.
You sort of want to keep with the gals.
I'm saying a girl who's an extrovert who works at a nonprofit for the environment.
Okay, honestly, still picturing the septum piercing.
I think a septum might appear.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And does the same thing that happens to you when you die happen to your enemies, or does something else happen to them?
You know what? To my enemies, you live your life. Live your life. What happens to them is supposed to happen to them.
Wow.
Whether it be, good for them or bad for them.
So it's like a let go and let God sort of situation.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying.
Can we unpack the DMT experience a
Yeah.
little? Okay,
Mhm.
because I haven't done psychedelics in, probably a little bit after college. So we're talking over a decade.
Okay.
And part of my reasoning is, other than that they're illegal drugs, is that I feel like my questions have been answered. And then for DMT, DMT releases when you die.
Yeah, exactly.
And I kind of feel like spoiler alert. You know?
You don't want spoilers.
Yeah.
That's a good way to think of it.
But I guess I kind of do want spoilers because I'm like, what's the tea?
So let me tell you the tea.
Okay. Yeah. The DMT.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
don't
alert for
don't
death.
listen if
We'll do
you
that
like want to know what
yeah.
happens when you die. So basically, like I took the DMT because a friend of mine really like recommended it, and I actually kind of like felt a little bit pulled towards it. I was like, I actually do feel like this could be something.
Was the recommendation just like, you got to try DMT, it's sick? Or was it like, based on what I'm hearing from you,
Yeah.
DMT might help?
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
I
It was that.
much prefer that.
It was like a
version.
conversation, and it was like because she'd seen a show that I did. The show that I do with Kelly, Rape Victims Are Horny Too.
Amazing show. Amazing show. You
yes.
can listen to it on Spotify.
On Spotify,
It's
wherever you get your music, bops.
Yes, it's incredible.
Yeah, we call ourselves the Weird Al of Rape. So if you're into that, check it out.
If that speaks to you.
That speaks to you. But so we got those recommendations. I got that recommendation from my friend. And basically I was at the Chelsea Hotel. It was these two brag white women in these cloaks, and it was like a little culty, but it was bufo. It's called bufo. It's this toad venom, and you inhale it. I inhaled it. They immediately led me down to the floor. What I heard were these voices of, welcome, welcome, Dylan. We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you.
Whoa.
Welcome. And then my ego died. You experience ego death. I became like a fabric of energy in the universe.
So you were describing what you experienced.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's why Imagine is happening. And
when you say like part of the fabric of the universe, I'm picturing like a flowy, literal, like magic carpety energy.
It is undescribable because like there was not even like, I don't even know if there's like a vision to go along with it, but what it can be, it was like all sensorial, but I truly felt like all I was energy, a fabric of it in the universe.
And in that, does the ego die? Like
Yeah.
in knowing, in that realizing I am just energy, actually, is that the moment the ego dies?
I wouldn't even say it was like a moment of realizing like, oh, my ego's dead. I was just energy. I was just energy. And then like 10 minutes passed and the ego starts to come back, and that's like hard. It's like kind of like I was like alternating between like laughing, crying, laughing, crying. But it was also very beautiful and cathartic. Like there was one moment where I woke up and I was in like an Eastern European village in Ukraine. Like have
do you have Ukrainian heritage?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
like have
God.
like Ashkenazi Jew, and so I really felt like I woke up and I'm like, whoa, I'm in like I'm in Fiddler in the Roof right now.
Yeah,
you know,
like Anatevka.
I'm in Anatevka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to brag, I was Tevya.
Okay, that's a brag.
In senior year of high school, I won the National Youth Theater Award for Best Actor in a Musical for Tevya.
Wait,
I
that's
grew
great.
a beard, and let me tell you, the amount of people who found me attractive as soon as I shaved it. Really, that was ego for me.
Ego death.
Yeah.
Death.
Was realizing I'm just energy with a beard or without it.
I'm just energy and a beard. I'm just energy and a beard.
Yeah, and that was very true when I was 18.
Yeah.
But I digress. So this sounds like a great experience. Like, would you do it again, or sort of in the vein of what I was saying, are your questions now answered, and it did what it was prescribed
It was
to?
a clarifying experience. I felt
Yeah.
like questions I did have or didn't even know I had were answered. So I haven't felt called to do it since. Maybe I will, but unless I feel like a big kind of need to do it, then I don't feel like I need to do it anytime soon. But
Wow.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. So all of that was going to be bleeped.
Okay,
but-
bleep, spoiler,
all of that's going to
spoiler.
be bleeped and
Yeah.
behind a paywall and still bleeped.
yeah,
Dylan, thank you so much for joining us for the best interview ever.
thank you for having me.
One last Diva photo shoot for the road.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Got to turn her on.